Hi, my name's Lovejoy, and I have a serious case of building off camera and forgetting that I should be building on camera. Yeah. Hi. So, I did a thing, and I started just doing I thought, oh, I'll just do some digging, do some prep work before the next video, and I'll just do this, and I'll just do that, and yeah, it got out of hand. um, yeah, look at this. I told myself I was just going to dig down so that you had the path down to where there was going to be a sort of little bridge area, because I thought, all right, I'll just put this little, not bridge, port area. So I was like, oh, we just need to have this in here because then it makes sense for why there's a canal here. You know, boats can come in, collect some wares from the Iron Temple and give their food over or whatever it is, and then come back and leave. And yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'll just fill in these little wall bits, these retaining walls. And then I thought, oh, I'll just lay out this little building. So I was like, well, I've got to dig away a bit there. And then I kind of thought, oh, what if this building had an overhang? And I started laying that out. And then I realized, oh, I've started the episode. I've started just building everything when I shouldn't have. So yeah, also, there's a hole there. So do I have any? No. So yeah, so now I've been a bit naughty. And I've done some building and made quite a bit of progress on an episode where we're going to be building out this little area, this sort of the village bit of the island. So yeah, well, I haven't figured out this area. Ow! I hit my knee. Oh, ow. No, I haven't figured out this area, other than the fact that I know I want a path that goes up here, which will sort of mirror this one, but it'll be different because it's all on one height. And other than that, I can't really figure out what I want to do with this space. I'm thinking maybe a big tree over here, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I think that could look quite cool, and would look cool behind the bridge if you were to view it from the sea. So I think that could look cool. With this place, however, I have planned out this build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building it. For lack of a better idea, I'm going to get going. All right, here is the plan of the area for this first building. So what we've got is on the left here, this will be a sort of tower that will probably come up to around about here. We've got a slight, just a little offshoot building, it's just a little extension that's got like a wooden base, or it's not really meant to be wooden. So we're using wood, but it's meant to be a sort of more polished, large stone. And that's why I've used a slightly different color. And I didn't want to just use, obviously, the bricks that we have, the large bricks, because they're the same color. But I wanted to have this slight difference in color and texture. And I thought the oak would be good. And I put trapdoors around it just to kind of make it look a little less like they're logs. So yeah, there'll be a tower here. Then there'll be a building coming off of it. A longer, smaller, shorter building with like a ceiling that will have like an overhang here. We'll have some funky archways. This is just a little courtyard that uses up the rest of the space. And then on top of the little ceiling of this lower bit will be a covered area using some sort of wood and what's it called? Wool? So yeah, I think I'm not doing it justice by the way I'm talking about it, but I think it's a cool design. And yeah, I can't wait to show it to you. But I think I'm going to have to do some resource gathering because this is as much sandstone as I have. I go through so much of it. This thing took this. Well, you can see. Just look at it. That took up a lot of sandstone. And especially having those big walls. Oh boy, did that take up a lot of sandstone to make. So yeah, I've got to do a little bit of the gathering of the materials. So I'll go do that. I'll also need some more of this green trim for all of these buildings. But yeah, where this is coming up taller, that means these buildings themselves are going to have to be a bit taller as well on this side. And I think on this one, I'm going to want to try and match the height of this one so it doesn't feel jarring to have like something really tall and then like smaller and then tall and then smaller. You know, I want it to be like, okay, this is the taller side that overlooks this area, and then it kind of gets a bit shorter and sort of shrinks down. Maybe we'll put something over there, maybe we won't, I'm not sure. As I said, maybe a tree here, but definitely a path there. And it'll just be like one of these paths that kind of offshoots off. So yeah. I can't think of what else I was going to say. I suppose this could be like a little park area, like a nature park. Maybe, not sure. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go gather some resources. So as I've been building, I've been doing a bit of cleanup as well. I've started moving some of this inside this building. Now, again, this building. Where did that come from? Is there someone that's fallen down? Can I talk to you? No, you're too far away. Oh well. So this is my my ladder to get up, or staircase even. So it's taken me a little while because I've been doing some tidying up as I go, which means I've actually been building an interior as I go, which is sort of unheard of. But yeah, it's just got a bunch of storage in this first area, a couple windows, so that's quite nice. Yeah, we got all the sandstone, sand. I've also put gravel in there, an empty chest, all of like this stuff. So mud, packed mud, mangrove roots, dirt, coarse dirt, and this is where I'll put rooted dirt. In here we've got the stone, cobblestone, oak, spruce. Again, nothing in here yet, although I could just fill that with the miscellaneous just rubbish that I've got in that one. But I'd rather not. I'd rather have like an actual purpose for that one. Because all the others have the purpose as well. But it's just something that I've got to figure out, like, right, what deserves to be in here? Yeah, this has no interior. I couldn't think of something for this, but I thought I'd just show you, that's what I've been up to. Yeah, I've populated this little courtyard area. It's got my stone cutter and one of the, what's it call it, crafting table. We've got this fun little overhang in wood, these fun arches that sort of kind of go in and out and kind of have a circle at the top. Because you see that in a lot of sort of desert architecture, so like Egyptian, Persian architecture. And yeah, it's time to just keep building, I suppose. I just thought I'd give you a little progress update. So far, it is looking great from this angle. It's not finished yet. There's still more to go on top, just up there, and more to go up here. But it's looking great from this angle. It's not textured at all, but it's looking great. Yeah, just from this angle. From this angle, ooh, it's kind of flat. So there's a bit of texture here, detail here, which I like. But this is one big now I know this is going to be fairly tall, so maybe we can get away with it. Just need to put, well, there's a stair. That's the thing. There's a staircase that goes up this side bit on the inside. So got to figure out how to make this interesting, whilst also still having a path here. Could connect it to this building. That could do it. Could potentially just bring this out by one more block on this side, and then have like a little mini bridge that goes across. That could be interesting. And then this one will just build up that will block off this section. And ooh, yeah, maybe. I just realized that I said I was going to do the other bridge in this episode as well. That's not going to happen. I do not have time. I'm recording this in advance so that I can get up to my parents for Easter. So, no, that ain't going to happen. Maybe get this house, this building, maybe get that side done. I think I'll try and do that. I'll try and get that side. If I can't, get this side as well before time runs out. But I will try and do that. Yeah, that's not what that's for. Thank you. Ooh, I want to build this building as well today. Forgot about this one. Oh, that's on this side, so that's fine. We'll aim to get this side of it done, and then when I've got more time to do the next one, I'll finish off this top level and do that one. Maybe. And then maybe we'll just do a bridge episode. Who knows? Oh, it's something to just... I don't know. I don't know. Right. What was I doing? Building. Yes. Actually, I've got to gather resources again. I would admit, it does look a little top heavy at the moment. But that's because we just haven't added in the sort of overhang area that we have here, which will make this look less imposing. But I think it's a really cool topper to this building, and I think it's going to add some fun detail. Like, imagine, hang on, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Again, this is a very blank wall, and it's not textured at all. But there will be another building in front of it, so I'm not too worried about it now. I'll be more worried once that building is built. And yeah, I think this looks really cool. I like this top a bit. When you see it from further away, it looks better than when it's up close. Like at that angle we were at before, it was a bit like all cramped and just like, right, what is this? You couldn't really see it from the angle, you know, perspective and all that, and parallax error, if that's the right word. But yeah, I think this looks really cool, and I like that it's not fully centered. In my original plan, somehow I got this so weirdly wrong in this world that in my original plan this was a square, so like a square based a cuboid with a square at the top. So it was really strange that, you know, I managed to get it so it's not, but I'm happy it's not, because it allowed us space for a staircase to go up. And yeah, I think it looks really cool, and I think it just adds some extra difference to the height. And I think when we've got more of these buildings in, this is going to look really cool. Really, really cool. Excuse me? He heard me. I'm not going to lie. With all of these extra, sort of all the plan details, this is looking pretty snazzy. I'm really happy with this. Like with this like pergola area, with the little bit sticking out, the little fence gates sticking out. I really liked it on here, so I thought I'll replicate it here. I am a big fan of this building. Building bigger has allowed me to just add in a few extra details that I imagine the other buildings have. Again, blank side will be covered by this, so I've not done anything really with it. Same with this one back here. Not that it's going to be covered, but I do want to get it connected up with like a little overhang, and I don't know how much space that's going to take up. So there's no point building that in just yet, or kind of detailing this area just yet. But I am so happy with this. I said that and then looked at the worst angle of it. This is the worst angle so far. Like definitely, by far, even. There'll be this building and this building. And this one down here. That won't make this one look better, but it will make this area look better when we look over at it. We won't just have this random hole. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. So let's move on to, before we do any texturing, I think what I'd quite like to do is just build out all these buildings and then just texture them all at once. Because otherwise it's going to take me twice as long, I feel like. But this looks really cool. And I really do like that it isn't 100%, like it doesn't fit into the whole bit completely at the top. There is it's just this top bit on this side closest. I like it. I really like it. This will look a lot better when it's detailed. I know I keep saying that, but it already looks really cool. Even just having it poke over, like when you're walking past and being able to see it just out the corner of your eye, that looks really cool. And I really like how the spruce really pops. I think this is wicked. Just so cool. Like even that, just seeing that pop over the top, you're like, ooh, what is that building? How cool. Wonder what that is. It's just a big fancy house, you know? But, it looks cool from here. And it's going to look even cooler with the other buildings in. And then it's going to be like, I wonder why there's these fancy buildings on this island. And it's because they have the Iron Temple. So it's sort of showing the importance of this area. That's the plan anyway. And then with this area, this is going to make this look so cool. I'm so happy. Second building is complete. And it actually connects. Whoops. It actually connects in with this bigger one. Let's take another look. Again, as I said, I'll be texturing it after I finished all of them. But this building actually took me quite a while to design. And what made it easier was when I extended it one more along this way, and then also brought it out a bit and had like an overhang. And I think it looks really cool, and it really kind of fills out the space. Again, when it's all textured up, it will look even better. But we got another sort of covered pergola, veranda area, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks really cool. It kind of brings this whole area together. The two of them have this sort of leafy green vibe to them. And I think they look really cool. And I think the whole thing looks cool. I'm really happy with it. So now it's a choice between these two. I think I'm going to move on to this one and then finish with the dock building. I think that would be cool. But yeah, really happy with how this is coming along. Oh, I think it looks so cool. And I think it's going to look even better in the glamour shots at the end because we're going to have all this cool height. I think it's going to look really good. All right, let me get building and designing and have some fun. All right, I have put in the final building up here. That's up here. Yeah, again, I'm going to do this one today as well. Well, I say today. This is now like 3 days later. I didn't finish in time. So I'm now finishing it on my editing day. So yay. But I don't have work today, so that's good. So I have more time to do it. Right. So yeah, this is the last of the upper level builds up here. I think it looks really cool. Again, no texturing is done as of yet. I will finish that once I've done all of them. I want to put some scaffolding up here. And oh, I need to eat. I went and harvested a bunch of wheat at the beginning of the recording session, so I've got loads available for bread. And I also want to put some scaffolding here just to fill in these areas. These buildings, now that I've built up this sort of the complex of builds, they are all connected, and I love that. I want to have all of these connected as well. I also think we need a building here, like a diagonal building, and then along this stretch we'll have somewhere for like cattle and camels to cover their heads so that they're not just in the rain, like poor Ma camel. Oh well, we'll get to building that in the next one. I don't have time to build that today as well. So yeah. Ah! No! Where did they come from? Well, I know where they came from. It's because I haven't lit up this area yet. That's why. Right. I have no idea what to do with this yet. I have drawn out the area in a squared notepad, and I am going to design that, and that will probably come in the next episode as well. But yeah, let's make a start down here. Well, let's go to bed, and then let's make a start down here. And there it is. The last building has been put in. Let's look at it from the other side. It is looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And this whole area, I mean, you can't see the temple really anymore, but it looks like this kind of like little village of at least, well, it's fancier people living here than Whispering Dunes, that's certain. But it looks really cool. I'm so happy with it. Oh, it looks cool. I love how they interact with each other, the buildings. So there's one building here, one building there, and one building there, but it's all actually connected because there's the bridge as well over here. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm so happy with it. Now I've just got to go in, add all the detail and well, all the detail, like the texturing and some scaffolding, and then it is officially done. Oh, I'm so happy with this side of it. You know, we've still got another side to build. But yeah, it looks so cool. Done. I've done it. I have finished it. Finito. El completo. Not this section, obviously, because I said I was going to go out and design it. And obviously, I now can't put the tree there as I'd originally planned, because when I designed this, I was like, that's going there instead. And I much prefer this than the tree. Maybe we'll have a couple trees along this bit. Who knows? Who knows? I am yet to design it. But it is looking pretty swanky danky, if I do say so myself. And I do. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Pretty swanky danky. Yeah, how cool does this look? Now this is definitely the sort of level of detail I want to bring into the main city. And I think that there's that large sort of central area that I haven't even looked at planning out yet. And I think that's going to be a really good one to have some big buildings like this in there. But this just looks so good, and having that detail in there, just the texture, really kind of breaks it up and really makes it just sing, I think. Because before, it looked nice, it looked cool, but it was a lot of this texture. And I mean, there is still a fair chunk of this texture, but it is removed and it is it's broken up by this now, and I just think it looks so good. I am so happy with how this has turned out. Oh, and yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's as cool as I do? Because it's pretty cool, and these are some cool buildings. Like they are. I feel every building is different, slightly different, and I'm so happy with it. I love these little putting the grass, the like the leaves. I think the leaves has really kind of brought out some life in there that's just you wouldn't be able to get by just adding these little green bits into the building, like on the tall building just in front of me, and like along the trim as we've done on all of our other builds. Even adding that in changed it so much, but having these leaves and the spruce wood as well, where it has that strong contrast against it. Oh, so good. But yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, I can't wait to get to building the other side of it and finishing off that island. And then we can move over to this section, and then it's the case of figuring out which section we want to go to next, because now that I've broken it down into little areas, this whole world seems a lot less daunting and just so much more like, ooh, where can we go next? So, yeah. I will see you in the next episode, next video, whatever you want to call this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTubery jazz. And yeah, time for some glamour shots.